I'm just going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. I got 100 G's, I'ma go, y'all. My diamonds gon' shine when the lights go. Take a ride down the boulevard.
So first thing I like to do is just use a bit of water and spray it all over my face. I have really oily skin, so all I can use is water because moisturizer makes it really greasy and dirty. So I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Granite. I got this for my birthday and it's literally the best thing ever for eyebrows. Like, I am in love with it. So I'm just going to fill them in with a eyebrow brush, whatever you call it. And then just using an empty bottle of clear brow gel, I like to just drag the eyebrow pomade to the front of my brows just to add or create that perfect fade. And then I use this Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer just to conceal the brows and shape them and make them look even better. So I was going to film there's a makeup tag recently called the 0 to 100 makeup tag, whatever you want to call it. So I was going to do that, and then you can see in a few seconds that I realised that I've drawn my eyebrows on and I haven't taken a photo of me without any makeup on. So I kind of just sit there like, shit, like what do I do? So I made this makeup, look, here we go, look, I'm there like, oh, great, look at that face, it's so pretty. So I kind of just think, hey, I'll just make a cute new eye look. So I just did this khaki makeup look instead. Anyway, I'm just using a bottle full with clear eyebrow gel and I'm setting my brows and making some of the hair stick up so it looks more natural. And then going in with that concealer again, I'm just going to conceal the lids and then blend it in with my beauty blender. So going in with the Rimmel London just press matte powder, I'm just using this to just set the concealer on my lids so that there's no creasing and we're just having a nice clean canvas or base for the eyeshadow. So using the Morphe 35O palette, my favourite palette ever, we are just going to use this light brown cool tone and just apply that into the crease. Sorry, it's a bit blurry here, it fixes eventually. I'm just using the Morphe MB23 brush and just applying this all into the crease and making sure it's all blended and kind of smoked out, because I like the whole smoky eye makeup look sort of thing. And then just quickly I like to go in with this Bourjois white eyeshadow and I just use a small detailed brush and I highlight the brow bone. I like to do this before I do all the eyeshadow. I kind of forgot because then it blends in a lot better with all the other eyeshadow that you apply. And then once that's all applied, I like just go in with a big fluffy brush with a bit of powder on and I blend it all together. And then using a even darker cool toned brown shade from the same palette, I didn't show, I forgot because I'm a dickhead. And yeah, but just using the same Morphe MB23 brush and just applying this even more so into the crease. And then using this orange transition shade, we are using another fluffy brush and we are just going to apply this on top of the cool tones eyeshadow that we used on the crease just to create the transition shade, as I said. So it looks nice and pretty and lovely, and yeah. Then once again I go in with that fluffy brush and blend it all together so it looks nice and tidy, and it just looks pretty good and I'm pretty happy with it. Next we're going in with that same concealer again that we used, and we're going to do a sort of mid halfway cut crease as I usually do in my videos. I got this from Shani Grimond, favourite beauty blogger ever, and she applies this just all over her lid, I can't speak, like so. And then I'm just going to use these two sort of green khaki shades, but yeah, the concealer helps to stick the eyeshadow on so well. I mean, look at that. So I'm using the darkest shade first, using a flat shader brush, and I'm just popping that all over the lid, and then eventually you will see me adding the lighter shade onto my lid. There we go, with my finger. Using your finger is another great way of applying eyeshadow, but I just feel like concealer really helps it stick, and when you blend in with other eyeshadows it doesn't really move, depending on the eyeshadow brand, but obviously Morphe is my favourite. So yeah, I just thought the dark green was a little too, you know, a bit messy, so I'm glad I added the lighter shade and I was really happy with it. So I'm going in with the same palette, or no, the 35-0 palette, and using this dark brown shade, and then I'm going to just use another fluffy brush and apply this to the outer. Wow, did you just hear that? I just burped. My stomach just died. Anyway, I'm just using this on the outer corner of my eye. I hope you heard that because that was really impressive, but we'll see. Anyway, going in with the Morphe MB23 brush just to blend in very carefully, and then an even smaller detail brush. I used a black shade. I don't think I showed again because I'm a twat, but yeah, just using this for even more depth into the outer crease. Once again, just to create that nice smoky effect. And then the best part that everyone loves to see is when you tightline the upper lash line inside your actual eye, but I just used that same matte black from the 35F palette. And then going in with the NYX foundation and the Rimmel London, I like to mix these two together because it creates a nice perfect shade for my skin tone. And I'm just applying this all over my face with a brush, and then you will see me just blending it all in with a good old beauty blender. Going in with that concealer once again, I'm just going to apply this to the highlighted points of my face, so underneath my eyes, just to brighten up that under eye area, and then I will blend that in with the Beauty Blender once again, and then I will be adding it on top of my forehead, bridge of my nose, and my chin, and this sort of like smile lines on your face, just so it doesn't crease. And I got a few smaller beauty blenders from my friends, and look how cute they are, and look how handy they are for that under eye area for concealer. It's so perfect! So yeah, you can see me just adding it to the rest of the high points of my face. Concealing just really helps the look. I feel like if we didn't conceal our faces, it wouldn't look as good, and I just think the whole contouring and highlighting just really steps it up and just makes you look more alive. So thank the Lord for makeup. Then I'm using a creamed bronzing stick and another beauty blender, and I'm just applying this to my cheekbones like so, and then I will be going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder again that we used on the lids, and just applying this all over my face. So moving back to the eyes once again, I'm just using those same transition shades that I used at the very beginning and applying them to the bottom lash line. I'll use the darkest shade first, and then I use an even lighter shade that I used to blend out the dark brown, and it adds the nice smoky effect that I said I wanted before. And then once that's done, I'll be going in with the Morphe 35F palette once again that you'll see, just a light shimmery shade on the inner corner. Can we just appreciate for a second the fact that what contour does? I mean, look at my face here. I look like a piece of paper. That is just dreadful. So yeah, you can see me just highlighting the inner corner just for that nice pop of colour on the outer half, so the sort of lighter shade. And then we're going in with the Rimmel London liquid eyeliner, and we're just going to do the good old wing. And just going in with the Rimmel London mascara. Yes, all I use is Rimmel because I have no money. And I'm just applying this to the top and bottom lashes. You all know how to do this, so we don't really need to see that. And then off camera, I just applied these Red Cherry Wispy lashes. They are one of my favourites. They're so pretty. And we're going in with contour now. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm using these two shades to contour the cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, the bridge of my nose, not the bridge of my nose, my nose, and underneath my lip. I like to add it there because it adds like a sort of shadow and it kind of creates the illusion of a bigger lip. And then I go in with that fluffy brush again that I used to apply my powder, and this kind of just I use to blend it all together because obviously at first it looks kind of patchy and, you know, not the best. So when I do this, it makes it look really flawless. And then just using this darker shade, I'm going to bronze my face. So I'm just going to do the cheekbones, my forehead, and the jawline. And then once again, I will use that powder brush just to blend it all out once again. Next I'm going in with this Rimmel sort of blush contour and highlight palette, and I'm just using the blush shade. It's a nice peachy tone, and I'm just going to simply apply this to the apples of my cheeks. And then the beautiful highlighter from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm just using a fan brush, and I mean, look at that glow. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful shade. I just love highlight. I mean, who discovered highlight? Because whoever did, you are amazing. So well done to you. So I'm just going to apply this to the cheekbones, and I'll do the bridge of my nose and the Cupid's bow. And then maybe some more highlight on the cheekbones because why not? I mean, look at that. Look at that. And then I will be lip belining my lips, obviously drawing over a little bit with just a Rimmel normal nudie, lovely creamy shade. And then I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede, I think it's called. Anyway, liquid lipstick in the shade Sandstorm, and I'm just applying this to my lips. And that is it, I believe. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Just a simple khaki, lovely makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a lovely day. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.